Hey fish tank people, it's John3107-2000 again. Week 3 update on the 20 gallon that I started roughly about 3 weeks ago. Actually I think it was actually about a month ago, about 4 weeks ago. I think I started doing the videos about 3 weeks ago. Not too much is new except for all the fancy guppies are gone. I took them out like I said I was going to, and now there's a total of, although you're not going to see it here, a total of 11 neons, and I'll try and get these guys over here, although I don't know if I will. But I have 11 neons and 1 Glow Light Tetra in here. He was alone the other tank. Again, he had buddies, but they died. I know they're pretty much the same thing as a neon, so I just kind of threw him in here so he could be with his own. I don't know how well that's going to work. He's been okay for the last 3 days since I've done this. I've had 6 neons in here pretty much since the day after I did the last video. Then I went out and I bought 5 more and put them in here after I knew those 5 that I put in here were going to survive. And everything's been surviving. I have had terrible luck with neons and cardinals. Cardinals are supposed to be really hard to maintain. Neons are not. But I was having a terrible time. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. I established this tank. I ran those 4 Fancy-Tailed Guppies in here for a while before I put any neon in. Then I had that one that I've had for like 2 years in here. Went out, bought 5 more. Waited about a week. Went out, bought 5 more. So, now there's 11. Plus the Glow Light Tetra. I'm going to wait about another week. And I'll go out and I'll buy a small pleco just to eat up any of the algae that is forming in here. I still have CO2 going. Actually, today's the day to redo the bottle, or to do the second bottle. So, I'll put the second bottle on there. Hopefully that will keep things at peak level. I have 2 T8 fixtures. I don't know how well this is going to catch it. The first one is actually a 24-inch bulb running a 20-watt bulb. And the back one is actually a 24-inch fixture with an 18-inch bulb that I think is running, I think it's either 13 or 18 watts or 13 or 15 watts or something like that. So I have between 35 and 38 watts per gallon. This is a shallow tank because it's 20 long. I would probably range this in the medium light category. Yeah, we went out to get neons, and the tank that the neons were in at the local fish store had snails. And I asked them, I don't know if I'll catch that baby right there. There's another small one. Another one over here. I asked them, please be careful, because I just got rid of all these ram horn snails out of my other tank. Oh, no. First of all, these aren't ram horn. Okay, I don't know my snails. Second of all, no problem. They don't stick to fish, and I'll make sure there isn't any in the water. Well, since cutting those 5 neons out, and actually I can get the glow light maybe. I don't know if it's going to be light enough to catch that. But he's back there swimming. He's the only one not glowing blue. Back to the snails. Said nope, they won't go in the bag. Came home, cut them out. I even drained the water from the fish store so that none of the water was going into my tank. And as you can see, they're all over the wooden back there. They're all over the glass. So, inundated in this tank too. Oh well. Don't worry, they won't be in there. You're right. I've never done this before. Anyway, The CO2 is still on that small internal pump blowing across the tank to spread it out. I have an air sponge filter on the other side to put oxygen back in. I haven't had any problem with my fish, none whatsoever. So let's see if I can catch that glow light. I got him a little bit. And there's the NLS. And actually what I did is I took the NLS and took some freeze-dried bloodworms and crushed them up and put them in there at about the same size as the NLS, and then I just feed them that combination, and they seem to really enjoy having the extra protein from the freeze-dried bloodworms. So, and I haven't met a fish that doesn't like NLS, so. But you can see I've got some growth in here, not a whole crap load in a month. Most of that month I just had that one 18-inch light for 13 or 15 or 18 watts, whatever it is. That was the only light on here for a long time. It is a fluorobulb, so it means it's running 65K. However, it was only putting however many watts the 18-inch bulb puts in. So I found the extra fixture and put it on here just to have the extra watts per gallon. It seems to be doing the trick with the CO2. Like I said, I gotta fert it or dose it and redo the CO2 mixture. Get the second bottle going, which I'll probably use the free one I've got, fill it up, and replace the water one. Also, something else that I've done, my house gets very hot in the summer, so especially my room, so I don't know if this will make it out, but it's like almost 80 in there now. I try to keep this at like probably between 74 to 78. What I'll start doing here in about an hour is I've got like 25 frozen bottles, just different 20-ounce, 1 liters, water bottles, anything I could find. Washed them off real good, rinsed them out, filled them with water, put them in my freezer, let them freeze, and then during the day as the tank starts heating up, especially with the 2 lights up there, what I'll do is I'll put frozen bottles and just float them right on the top of the tank, and it will keep, it will drop the water. The water temperature, not significantly, not so much that you're gonna shock your fish or anything like that. It'll do it nice and slow, nice and easy, so you really don't have to worry about freaking your fish out. I mean, I've been doing it with neons, and they're delicate more than any other fish that I can imagine. So you see them all back by the bubble filter. This is actually their night. Because it gets so hot and I don't want to run the dual lights during the day, I actually run this tank at night. While I sleep, I leave it on. So this is actually their night, hence why they're gathered up in the corner and not really out swimming. Yeah, this should actually be their sleeping time. So I'm going to turn their lights back off, end this video. I just wanted to give an update. This is, I believe, the 3rd update other than the CO2 tips and tricks I put out there. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope there's some information in here you can use. The heater's completely unplugged right now. I don't even need it plugged in. My house will stay warm enough where it doesn't matter. The Java moss is growing great on the log here. That end is still tied. I could probably go in there and cut that tie and it'll hold on. I can probably get in there and move that rock. I fear almost doing anything in here different just because I don't want to stress out my neons. It's been a week and almost a week, and I haven't lost any yet. So I'm trying to keep that up. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, rate, like if you like. Any comments you have, I'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later.